Okay, we're in Zoltan space. We can tell our guys to go back to their positions. Our Mantis friend is not assigned to a position yet, so we can go ahead and save that now. Still no store in sight. You would have liked to have seen a store by now. I really would like to upgrade our engines, but I think we need to be able to get a teleporter too badly for that. Okay, now it's an AI ship. Looks pretty standard. I don't think it's too threatening to us. This will only fire 2 shots. The bomb will only do system damage, so unless they get lucky, it won't really hurt us too much. So I think we'll just aim for their shields with our ion. Oh, they got our weapons with the bomb. That was really lucky for them, but because our shields are what they are, that really just delays us killing them. I don't think that we have to worry unless the bomb hits our shields. That would be really unlucky. So we'll just charge our weapons once again, and hopefully this time their bomb will not get so lucky, and we'll be able to take out their weapons and then finish them off. The timing with the stunner and the chain laser works out great the first time, and then it doesn't match up that well after. So you kind of have to wait a little bit. Their bomb hit our weapons again, so they're just trying to make this take forever, I think, is the problem. I think what I'll do is go ahead and just hack their engines. I didn't want to use a hacking drone on it, but that will allow us to guarantee a hit, and that'll make the fight go faster. And the faster the fight goes, the smaller the chance of us dying. And that's always good to not die. So we'll wait until our weapons are ready to go, then we'll fire them and hack at the same time. They just got our engines. That's not awesome, but it's not too bad either. Okay, so we're ready to hit them. They can't dodge, and the lasers go down. So they could still shoot us with that bomb, but the bomb is not going to hurt the whole of our ship, which at the end of the day is a lot more. Now we can aim for their piloting. We will have to turn our clone bay on because they just happen to start a fire in here, and until the lack of O2 puts it out, somehow the fire can start when there's no O2. Never really understood that one. They got our shields, but now that the laser's down, it's not really that important. Our cloning bay just finished making us a new honey boy. Sorry about that, original honey boy. You're dead now. But we just got the auto scout, so we didn't really take any hull damage there, I don't think. Original honey boy did sacrifice his life, but we have an exact replacement, so no harm, no foul, right? I'm sure original honey boy feels that way too. Okay, I think we should go ahead and upgrade our engines a little bit. I would like to have more scrap, but it just seems too important. Okay, we have a rock ship. It has an ion weapon and a laser. That's a pretty good combo, but I think we're safe for the short term, and we should be able to take their weapons down before they hurt us too much. So let's see if I am correct. Okay, we got their ion weapon down. There's no way that laser can hurt us by itself, so I think we're safe now to target their shields. No reason to use hacking on them. And I'm going to go ahead and fire the ion stunner now, because that will stun any crew in there that are trying to repair. And it looks like there's also a fire in there. They're going to try to surrender, but they're so dead. There's nothing they can do. We will shut them down, and they will be dead, and we will take their stuff. That's how this is going to go. Okay, we lust for their scrap, and so we have it. Ah, and there's a store. Now we have some stuff we could sell, so we could easily get a teleporter if they have it, and we're going to go straight to the store. And they do have a teleporter. That's really, really great. So the first thing we're going to do here, I think, is sell the burst laser one. It's really just not that awesome. We're going to buy the teleporter, definitely. We're going to fix our ship a little bit more than that. And I don't think we need fuel or anything else like that, so I think we should be good. we're gonna go ahead and move our Lanius to the teleporter. I think now we're gonna also put our Mantis on engines. Engines is gonna be really important. We have to be careful about our oxygen not getting over 20%, but I think we definitely want to have engines manned for that extra 5% evasion, and then as he gets more skill, well, we'll have more evasion. I'm going to see how close our oxygen gets to 20% before I decide what to do with doors. I think this is actually going to be fine. We seem well within the acceptable range. It would be good to have another power, but that's alright. We'll go ahead and jump now. When we see a ship, I think we'll soon see the power of Lanius boarders. Okay, it's a rebel ship. They don't have a med bay or a clone bay, so this should be really interesting for them. We want to board in a room that only has 2 spaces. Let's go ahead and board in their O2. So, here we are aboard their ship, and the O2 is not gone yet, but it will be soon. We might lose a Lanius, but you'll remember we have a clone bay, so that should be fine. They tend to not like to stay in rooms that don't have O2 for very long either, so I think we should be pretty good here. Now that they've kind of gotten scared off, we're just going to destroy their O2, and then as we march around the ship, the oxygen will deplete that much more quickly from every room that we go to. And now we're just killing all of their crew. I think there's only one guy left, so we'll find him and finish him off. Okay, now that there's no crew to stop us, we just installed a hull smasher laser onto our ship from theirs. So that's great. Our guys are almost dead. It would be neat if we had a way to actually just finish them off and get clones, but we don't. So the next time we land, we'll probably have to just let them die and then wait for them to get cloned and then teleport them again. So that's why I would kind of prefer to have a med bay. But the cloning is still interesting. We don't have quite enough for a power, so we'll just jump to this distress beacon. Okay, there's a freighter. We don't know what happened to the crew, but who cares? We get all their stuff. Let's go ahead and get some power. Definitely want that now. So we can use hacking and teleporter at the same time. I'm going to save up a little bit though before I upgrade again. Alright, we have intruders on board, and there's a Mantis ship here. It doesn't have a med bay or a clone bay. Alright, we're going to go ahead and put our Mantis indoors, and we're going to fight off their guys so that they can then clone us. Or clone our guys, rather. They're not going to hang out in the clone bay. Ooh, we need to turn our clone bay on, definitely. It does give you a nice reminder there, so that's always great. They have missiles. We should hack that, and we should also be firing at them. Because our guy is indoors, well, they can't get through our pilot, and now both of those mantises are dead. So that's great. We'll just have to wait for our guys to finish cloning, and then we can send them over to the enemy ship and finish off whatever crew they have remaining. Then we'll get an excellent reward. So I really love the teleporter. It makes it so easy to take over ships and get just amazing rewards compared to not using it. They just have an NG. This guy will get killed very easily. When the O2 runs out, he'll probably try to run, but then he'll just come right back when we change to the next room, and we'll finish him. Looks like they somehow have a Mantis as well. We'll want to go ahead and just kill him. Of course, that will be quite easy because it's 2 against 1, even though it's a Mantis. And now he can't breathe. He's trying to get into weapons, but now he's dead. And we got a bunch of scrap. So, always great. No store within range. I think we want to go ahead and upgrade at this point. We'll go ahead and get doors. That way our Mantis can safely stay in engines. Our oxygen is at 19% now, so that is actually cutting it quite close. And now that we have upgraded doors, I think we want to leave doors without oxygen too. That will make it so boarders won't really want to hang out indoors, and so that'll be pretty great for us. It also means if we get hacked somewhere and the doors close, we won't lose out on the achievement. So let's go ahead and jump again. Alright, a rebel ship. And they look ripe for the boarding picking, so we'll teleport over there once again. We'll probably lose a Lanius, so we'll want to make sure that our clone bay has power. Ooh, that's not a good development. So they just launched an ion intruder into our clone bay. So he's going to try to shoot ion damage at the clone bay, and if that happens when our guy dies, or while he's dead, then we'll lose our guy. So I'm going to launch hacking at their drones, and we should hopefully be able to destroy that ion intruder before he can disable our clone bay. I'm not sure if it will blow him up or just stun him, but often it does kill him. We have our clone bay on. If necessary, we're going to send the Mantis in there. So there's a breach. He won't have oxygen, but he takes less damage from no oxygen. Oh, this is so bad. I think we're going to lose a Lanius. There's really no way around it. We're definitely going to lose a Lanius unless we can somehow shoot. Oh, no. There's no way. We just lost our guy. That's really bad for us. We can teleport our other guy back, which we definitely need to do now, because our drone area is still ion. That was a devastating blow. We can use our Mantis to board with us, but it's not going to be the same as having two Laniuses. And I don't think our Mantis is going to like that very much, to be quite honest. But we do have a clone bay. We could perhaps upgrade the clone bay and just allow the Mantis to die over and over again. So it was a loss, definitely, but it's not the end of the world. I think we should go ahead and just teleport over to the enemy ship and finish them off, and then we'll worry about what we do with our new crew situation. I'm just going to make sure that this drone stays dead. Actually, we'll go ahead and let in the other guy. He's almost dead, and then we'll just kill those two. Our Lanius may die, but the clone bay is more than ready to accept him now, and so now he'll be at full health. Mantis is not doing so hot, so we'll go ahead and just let him sacrifice for the team here. He'll eventually die, and then he'll get recloned and he'll have full health. He'll lose out on the skill, but I'm not really too concerned with that. We will allow the oxygen to come back into the clone bay, and then I think we'll suck it out of engines. And that way he can hang out in here safely until it's time to board, and then he'll be able to just hop in the teleporter briefly and board the enemy ship. Kaboom Dragon is almost done cloning. So the Lanius that we lost, looks like that was Honey Boy. There is no longer a Honey Boy. Our clone was down. It was very bad luck for Honey Boy. There's a Zoltan. We can participate in their study. Sure. Okay. We're being held hostage. Intruders on board. Really not at all a threat for us. In fact, I think I'll just leave these two in here to fight our Lanius crew member while they suffocate to death. We should go ahead and get our weapons ready to go, so let's target their shields with ion and their weapons with our laser as per the normal. Our Lanius is almost dead, but that's totally fine. We actually want him to die because then he'll come back at full health. This guy will soon be dead, and now we'll be able to just teleport over and finish off whatever remaining guys they happen to have. Of course, there's no reason not to shoot at their weapons a little bit while we wait for all that to happen. Okay, we have both of our boarders ready to go, so let's hop in there and teleport over. Alright, we've got a Zoltan and a Rockman in here. I think our guys should be more than prepared to take care of those guys. The Lanius is going to need the Mantis's help, but I think we should be able to do this with both of them. If the Lanius dies, that's a good thing for us. So, well, the Lanius barely survived, but we got a big reward, and the research station gave us a boarding drone, which should be a very interesting combo. I think we'll go ahead and just let our Mantis die again. Still no store. We're going to upgrade our clone bay, and we're going to get more power. That will make it so that every time we jump, our guys heal a little more, and we'll get cloned faster, which is going to be important since our Lanius cannot be murdered on purpose without using bombs or something like that. Of course, Kaboom Dragoon is more than happy to die 1,000 deaths for the cause, and we're all very grateful for that. We're going to need to jump to the exit a little early. We'll just jump elsewhere before we come back to the exit first. Nothing really here, so we have time to check out other nodes. Let's go ahead and do that. Alright, we don't need 2 power in the clone bay when we're not using it, so we'll put that in engines, and we'll go ahead and board their ship. It's nice early in the game when not too many ships have a clone bay or a med bay or anything like that, but it starts to become a lot less common as you progress through the game. I think we can just take out a packing since we're not using it. We're pretty safe from their weapons. Our guys will be cloned shortly. Actually, since we stunned everybody in this room, well, no, our guys are still dead. That's okay. So we'll go ahead and hit them with this again, and then we'll just shoot some lasers in there. Our guys can safely clone, so it's okay to murder our own guys. It seems callous, and yet I think that's really what the clone bay encourages. It's just not a family-friendly system, so to speak. Okay, let's just jump into the shields where they probably are already hanging out and finish them off. Ah, but I just killed you. Well, in a way. But in a way you didn't. Now you're dead. There will be no clone of you. And of course, Kaboom Dragoon doesn't want to hang out with Arlanius. They don't really get along. It's more of a business relationship. There's a store here. We have a lot of stuff to sell, and we don't have a lot of time. So I think we want to go ahead and hit the store now. Okay, we could switch out for a med bay, which I may very well do. Or we could get more crew. We desperately need crew, so I think I might just do this. Things we can sell. Let's definitely sell our boarding drone. We can't use that. The hull laser, it takes too long to charge for just 2 shots. I'm not a big fan. It's worth a lot too. We can sell that. The ion charger is a neat weapon. We would need to upgrade our weapons to use it. Our weapons aren't a huge priority now that we can win through boarding. So I think what we're going to want to do is actually hire a rock man, and you'll see what my plan is here in a moment. With this other stuff, the scrap recovery arm will actually be really good. So I think that's worth the investment. We'll get 10% more scrap for everything we do. And 10% more scrap is, well, it's really good this early in the game. We're in Sector 2. We're about to jump to Sector 3, but that's still quite early. My plan is this, and I'm going to watch my oxygen levels as I allow the teleporter to get finished there. We're going to board with a Rockman Mantis combo. This is sort of a classic combo, kind of even pre-advanced edition. We're going to do that because our Lanius just is not that effective as a boarder with just one Lanius. It doesn't take the oxygen out of the room fast enough for it to make a difference. The Rockman and Mantis combo is almost always effective. If we need to board an AI ship, we can always throw the Lanius in. And with that, let's go ahead and jump. Okay, they have a Zoltan shield, so we'll need to break that down first. And we have a pretty good way of doing that. Ion weapons do double damage against Zoltan shields. So let's just go ahead and bust this out. Their weapons do not look at all scary to us. We'll just shoot at them a little bit, and once we're finished shooting at them, they have no med bay to speak of, so we'll be able to easily board them. And now we can board them. Let's go ahead and do that in engines. I'm going to turn auto fire off, but I think I do want to go ahead and take out their weapons just in case. And it never hurts to, well, actually we don't have a weapon guy to get skill, but normally somebody there would be getting skill from that. Looks like we got everybody on their ship. Their Zoltan exploded, harming our guys, but not too badly. Our oxygen is at 18%, so that's still okay. And I think we're going to want to go ahead and let both of our guys die. Sorry. Oh, I do need to rename that Rockman. Well, while we wait, let me go look that up. Okay, we're back. Our rock guy is now named Karinsky, just in time to willingly commit airlock seppuku. And we'll just watch that health go down as Kaboom Dragoon suffers yet another willing death. It's really just very noble of our crew members here to sacrifice themselves. It is curious to me that you can't just make infinite clones of the same person, but I guess maybe that would just freak everybody out a little too much. We're going to make sure that our rock guy actually occupies that first slot just because he has more health. First slot is more likely to be the one fighting, so he's a good tank. Our oxygen's at 19%. That's a little risky. It makes me want to vent the clone bay when we're not using it. So that's what we'll do. And let's jump to the exit. We're just in time before the rebels get there. Okay, we can go to the pirate-controlled sector or the NG homeworlds. The homeworlds are where the various ship unlock quests take place. Let's go here. We might just see a ship unlock quest.